this was conceived 12 years ago in a very complete state. As an architect, you've got to be very patient sometimes. Thinking about this building, it became, in my mind, a way of drawing a building to the context that spoke both to the continuity and the future, but also back to the remnants, very powerful ones, of the Victorian industrial heritage. And the idea was to build an external frame that would support structurally the building within, that would have something of that gasometer scaling. And then as it came to the ground, that it should be liberating in terms of its future use. So I proposed a belt at the first floor level of this building that went right the way around. And the principle in the square, which rises quite dramatically towards the building, is that public space should be able to slip underneath the building, under this enormous beam. In configuring the space, and the building in this case, the aesthetics of the finished product are very important. But to get to that point, you have the drama of construction. In order to make a continuous belt, you have to get the pieces to site and then join them together. But the parts can be very big. It has to be movable in terms of the motorway system that we have from its place of fabrication in the north of the country, and drawn down. The expertise and complexity and programming that's needed. It is an amazing drama. This passage, the weighting of the section onto a low loader as it wheezes in compression. Its journey under the bridges of the motorway. To actually be able to slide this element judiciously under all those bridges, they have to be leaned. In being leaned, they have to be balanced. One has to be in awe of somebody who's behind a wheel and having to be able to negotiate with such precision. The extraordinary thing about working in a city which is really based around a medieval street pattern is it was okay kind of herding sheep and livestock into town, but we still have the same kind of torture as we try to pull significant pieces of structure in through the small gaps and constraints that we have built for ourselves. A wonderful moment through Archway, the ceremony of entry, if you like, to the site. And then to crane a piece like this in with the precision of its positioning before the accompanying sections come next to it. An extraordinary feat of pre-planning. It's all in anticipation. We should celebrate as Siena would have done when the new and wonderful artwork arrived and the whole town would stop for a festival. We can't do that, but we shouldn't forget the drama of fabrication.